And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Roulette Rivals 8 matchup. This time PC, loser bracket, round 5 between Pigiero and mikulers. And for the shoutcast, I'm joined by Agent Mendo. Welcome, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm sure that'll come as a big shock to everyone that it's me back again.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, also, your mic
Yeah.
is completely fine again. Awesome.
Yeah, and I did absolutely nothing to fix it. So, yeah,
Doesn't matter,
good
doesn't
stuff,
matter.
right?
Great news, regardless. And yeah, we're in the last week of the tournament, and the matchups are getting crazier and crazier. I mean, just look at tonight. We got two matches tonight. We got later on Blight versus Moo, and now first up Pigiero against mikulers. Both very experienced roulette players, so I'm very excited about this. This should be really good.
Yeah, and Mikulers as well. I mean, Pidgey, obviously, we know is an exceptional player anyway, but Mikulers, I know, has played his fair share of rounds because I know he entered the lower bracket after round one as he lost to me. That's the only reason I know that. So to get all the way to LB round five is pretty impressive. He's pulling a Unini as
Yeah.
he's known for his lower bracket runs, and yeah, Mikulers going on a bit of a charge himself.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players have played in several roulette tournaments already, both very experienced, which you'll probably see in the lifetime performances of each map. And speaking of, first map, Sapienza, Pigiero has played it 10 times, won 6 of them, so 60% win rate. Everything above 50 is just really, really good. Mikulus, Sapienza doesn't seem to be his map, has played it 4 times, lost it 4 times. But we all know that those numbers don't say everything. It also depends on which opponent they were facing, of course. But yeah, Sapienza chosen by Pigiero, Santa Fortuna chosen by Mikulus. The rest we won't spoil it for you guys, but you can look it up in the matchup channel already. And yeah, we're less than a minute away. I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, I've just had a quick look actually at Mikola's stats here. So as you said, he's been here 4 times, lost all 4. But it's got to be said the quality of opponent he's faced is definitely not outrageous. He lost on Sapienza to Chris X3, Johnny Axe, yourself, Fro, and he also lost to Unini. So
Those are
quite the pool of players to
yeah,
lose to.
yeah.
So
I was just gonna say, holy shit, those names. Yeah, then
yeah,
so that
they're
doesn't necessarily mean much anyway. But yeah, it's a first to 6 match, so we'll see at least 3 maps, hopefully more. Just from a shoutcasting and viewer's point of view, I'm sure the players will disagree.
I've done my fair share of 6-4s. We may as well carry on.
Exactly. And the spin is already arriving. Time flies. Silvio Caruso, silenced SMG in the suit. Francesca De Santos, fall kill as Mario, aka the Red Plumber. So that's interesting, right? Because Mario is really, really far away, and you can start there in your suit, but then you still have to backtrack for your suit.
Yeah, I was going to say it's basically forced travel regardless. There's no really sort of good way of doing this, but I think personally getting the red plumber up there for 230, probably the way to go. Can always come back from the suit after isolating Silvio. So,
Yeah.
I mean, based on the starting points both of these guys have picked, it's looking like they agree they're going to start over by the church.
Yeah, also because like starting there and getting Mario straight away, like he's always there in the same position, right? And if you come back later, you might get a little tripped over about where he is exactly. That can always be interesting. Good call by Pigiero by calming there him. If you're gonna take him out there, you always want to do that because he will be found later on.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't actually take that long either, but it probably would probably, you do get a little bit of time before he gets found, but I don't know if you'd have enough time to finish the spin by that point. So both players must know that because they've both opted for a trank on him. Also,
Yeah.
you don't really need too many tranks as well, so they won't really need to keep hold of them.
No,
You'd think looking at the spin.
it's not a loadout heavy spin. Only one a disguise you have to obtain, because you start in the suit, obviously, and a fall kill. So lots of freedom there in terms of loadout. And yeah, as expected, by both players starting there, we see some mirrored gameplay. Mikulers being 15 seconds behind. Pigiero loading in faster. Might make the difference here, but we'll see. So far, they're on equal footing here.
Yeah, and I think I was going to say we're pretty much going to see duplicated gameplay, I suspect, here for the opening minute or so, or two. Well, next minute, I should say. I think they'll both be going for that 230 quick isolation. And then Mikulers doesn't have a smuggle here. He's gone for the pantry instead, which actually looks like it's worked out quicker because he did start behind, but he's now pretty much ahead. So.
And he did get a big whoosh there while trying to get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, very scary whoosh. Pidgey opted for the far safer choice of just firing a quick pistol shot to distract.
Yeah, and it's regained the lead again. But yeah, as I was gonna say, it should all even out with the Frenny kill. Now the Frenny fall kill can be interesting in multiple ways. Like if you choose a certain window, it can be very risky because you can get spotted dropping her out of the window if you throw her out her office herself. And if you drag her a little, you can get the attention of some Manchester staff down who will come up. And if you're not prepared for that, you might just run into a rip there. So you do have to be aware of your surroundings for this kill.
Yeah, I know what you mean about the window. The one Pidgey's going for right here. Yeah, that's the window where
exactly.
Before she actually dies, yeah, she does occasionally give you red guns. Pidgey's managed to pull that off, no problem.
Exactly. And Mikulers will follow shortly after. And there we see Mario being found. And yeah, Frenny is down for both players here.
Yeah, and as you said, most importantly, they've kept green guns. But Pidgey has no tranks left for the the easy Silvio isolation, as it were. He does have plenty of thrown objects he can use on these guys. Should be fine. The door is closed at the back, so the chef won't hear any panic.
Nice solution there from Pigiero.
Yeah, I like
without
that.
Tranks. Who did he? I forgot. Who did he use his second trank on there?
This guy on his left here, just at the bottom of the stairs, he would have been able to run in and knock him over the back of the head, actually, but he just chose to bullet distract and trank him, just to get that guy out of the way. He can be a bit of a troll.
Yeah. And it does seem Pigiero is going to take care of the virus first. That would indicate that he's gonna try a long distance kill here, perhaps.
Yeah, I
maybe dragging Silvio to
SMG across the map on the cliff.
Yeah.
I actually like that plan. It's very brave, but he has the advantage obviously of playing mouse and keyboard, so
it would definitely speed things up here.
Yeah, and he's going to do the drop for some reason. He's going to go through the he's going to go through the
he's going to use this propane here to destroy this broken wall.
That would indicate. Well, he won't be able to do the snipe though because he hasn't moved him to the cliff. I don't believe he left him in the room, so he must just be coming down here for speed. He will plan on going back up, I believe. I don't think he's got a long distance kill in mind. I think he just wanted to get down here a bit quicker.
Yeah, and Mikulers pretty much caught up on his way back to the suit, but he does still need to take care of the virus. But if both players still need to get back there, that should be nullified. So
yeah, I was going to say a minimal advantage.
Yeah, looks very close. It looks like we're heading for a photo finish.
Yeah, I was going to say it's definitely looking that way.
Oh, but this is a bit more tricky for Mikulers because he left the skies a bit further out. He didn't wait for Mario to go in there.
Yeah,
so
I think
he is losing like a good 10 seconds or so there, which could prove critical here. We'll see.
Yeah, I was going to say it's could go either way. Pidgey's going to choose to go back up via the same route. He's not going to bother go through the kitchen, which is smart. He's already blown that wall open, so there's no reason not to.
Yeah, does have to wait a little here for this guard to move out. Although I'm not sure if those guards will even enforce trespassing in the lab area. I don't think they do.
No, I don't believe they would. Although according to map, his mini map, it might suggest they were because they are like the brighter color. But yeah, I wouldn't. I can't say I've ever tried, to be honest.
Yeah, but there was no dot above their heads.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah, Mikula's
advantage
taking
Pidgey.
the standard way back through the kitchen, and this is close. And again, Mikula's with the big whoosh here, and he's running. He did not get caught by that Mansion staff that was heading to the kitchen.
Yeah, and I really don't know how.
I really don't know how either, but
That
here's
that that
Pigiero
whoosh
with a
bar
kill.
couldn't have got any more any more in it at all.
Yeah.
All objectives
Now
complete.
Pigiero is looking like he's gonna go for the main exit here, but Mikulers is having some issues.
Yeah, I was going to say this is all costing Mikulers, I think, quite a lot of time here.
Yeah. And being extra careful here.
I mean,
Where
Pidgey
is
just
his...
took time to stop and teabag Francesco, so he's very confident.
Yeah. Yeah, he is faster. It will definitely still be within photo finish range, however, but seeing how both players are on PC, this is looking very good for Pigiero. I mean, no rips from either player, so I can't
Yeah, I'm gonna
imagine
have
the
to look
loading
the
times
timer.
on PC making any difference here.
No, I was going to say I'm going to have to play by the rules and obviously give him enough time, but yeah, it won't be enough here. Yeah, Mikula's just taking that a little bit too long for sure now. Yeah, I have to at least give him time to get into the window,
Yeah.
which we're not far away from actually. He might. Yeah, we have got a photo finish on our hands, but it's quite the difference. So we're looking at a difference of 42 seconds with one load for
Yeah,
both of these guys.
that's
So
no way. No restarts on PC, 42 seconds. So I think it's safe to say that Pigiero is taking his own map pick, which solely based on the stats was expected here. But still, Mikulus again, he did it first try. So again, it's like there will be another loss added to his stats on Sapienza, but again, it doesn't really tell much about his performance in general on this map. And I will wait
so
with.
Mikula's, I think he's. I'm about to go and have a look, but I think he's about to forfeit. I've just told him that they both had just the one load, and I
Yeah,
suspect
there's
we'll
no
be
way.
getting a forfeit any second now.
There's no way. I'll wait with officially paying out the predictions until it's confirmed by the match admin. I don't know who that is, some Mendo guy or something.
Yeah, Mikula's has just forfeited his right for that. So yeah, it's Pigiero
Yeah.
taking Sapienza.
Yeah, and no mistakes from either player. So we're off to a great start. And yeah, this deep into the tournament, it's something we can expect, right?
I mean, I think the standard of gameplay has been very, very good throughout the whole tournament. It has to be said. But yeah, I was going to say, as you get into these the latter stages, yeah, there's just the players feel a bit more pressure, and like their level of gameplay just increases so much. And yeah, we saw that there on Sapienza. I think yeah, both flawless. Just Pidgey just had the slightly faster routing, and
Yeah.
it worked out great for him. And a 7 minute in-game time on a spin with that much travel of obviously having to go all the way back to grab his suit from the plumber is pretty good, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, now on to the second map, which is chosen by Mikulus, which is Santa Fortuna in about 4 minutes. And just purely based on the stats here, Mando, it looks like a much more even field here. Because look at that, both have played it twice, and 50% win rate. So this could go either way. This should be
Yeah,
very
as I
interesting
say,
here.
yeah, the stats say we're going in completely even. I mean, we're pretty much looking at. I don't know if either player has played this in Roulette Rivals 8, or if we're looking at slightly old data. I'm actually going to have a quick look at that now, just because I'm curious. But I was going to say, if it is from the last tournament, this data, then obviously both players could have practiced a lot. Yeah, it doesn't look like either player's played it at all in Roulette Rivals 8, so yeah, this is definitely going in on equal footing. It might just be whether or not they've played the map a lot since the previous tournament.
Seeing how this is the second map in this matchup, they both surely practiced it, at least to some extent here. So yeah, I'm
You would
really
assume, especially from mikulers, given that it is his choice as well. This isn't an RNG map. This is
Exactly.
his choice. So yeah.
Exactly, and Santa Fortuna is always an interesting one. Like with such a high or big spectrum, from ranging from easy and straightforward to quite tricky and loadout intensive. You never know what you're gonna get with Santa Fortuna, and with the 3 targets as well, which just allows for so many viable options. So yeah,
and
I'm excited for this.
Two pretty lockdown areas as well. 3 if you include the caves, I suppose. Like it's all. It's not super difficult to navigate necessarily, but when you've got to mess around with bringing disguises all over the place
Yeah.
on a big map, there's a lot of travel time, and a lot of that travel time is in hostile areas. And
I mean, depending
I
on the
must admit,
disguise,
it's great,
of
man.
course, here.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, since I'm definitely looking forward to this. It's a map that has grown on me a lot. In when I played it in, I think it was RRWC, I wasn't a fan, and then just casually playing some roulette spins just for fun, and the map really grows on you quick when you start to actually understand it a bit more. You know how to
Yeah,
navigate it and things like that. It's
it is a
a very
bit
good map.
intimidating at first, but same could be said for most of the big maps, right? It's like you need to get over that first hurdle. You gotta put in some time to actually get to know the map and all the disguises, and then yeah, then you slowly start to appreciate these maps. Yeah, I'm really looking forward, and as always with these first to 6 point matches, I feel like the second map is always like so crucial because after the first map it's well, disregarding a draw of course, but it's always going to be 2-0. But then after the second map, it's either 4-0 or all equal, and that's a huge difference. So yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
pressure is definitely here for Mikulers.
And I'm sure he'll be feeling that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, he will be going in with he knows he's picked this map, so again you'd feel slightly confident. He must feel a bit confident on it himself. You have to be reasonably confident to pick a map like this, especially where we are in the tournament. Obviously, it's lower bracket, so I expect Mikulers must have put some hours into this one and feels quietly confident. Pidgey, meanwhile, I'm not too sure. I think I spoke to him in a few DMs previously, and I don't believe he's the biggest fan of Santa Fortuna.
But the spin is here, man. Though I hate to interrupt you, but will you do the honors?
Yeah, of course. We've Rico Delgado, loud sniper rifle as construction worker. We've got Jorge Franco, letter opener as the Coca-Field guard. Andrea Martinez, fiberwire as P-Power, the tattoo artist.
So we do have a live kill here, but arguably one of the easier targets. I'd say for a live kill, Rico is the trickiest one.
Yeah, we've
a
got
loud kill.
Live and loud at least.
Yeah, no, this could be interesting. The disguises aren't too bad. You get the Coca-Field guard disguise for Jorge, which is well right there. So they don't have to go out of their way all too much here for this spin. So not too much running around. So yeah, let's see how these players will approach it and potentially optimize it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm looking at the spin. I don't pretend to be a Santa Fortuna expert, but yeah, as you said, the Andrea, it is a live kill, but it's not a super difficult one. Obviously, that disguise is reasonably close to her as well. And there is actually a letter opener in her office, which maybe that might be something they consider. They might be thinking if they go for that kill first, it can help them set up for the next one.
Yeah, it looks like Pigiero is sharing your thinking there. Is starting at the bar.
He can do that and then go back for the construction worker as well. There's obviously loads of those in the village as well. And he's
Yeah.
just going to coin lure the tattoo artist, which
That
is pretty nice.
real name, Paul Powers.
Yeah, still have to pay attention to that one random NPC that's at the scooter at the start. And yeah, we see Mikulers starting here in the mansion actually.
Yeah, so I think he's going to go for the garage isolation. I would guess that that's what his plan is.
Yeah, it does
Because
look
you
like
can
it.
you can soundproof that garage, can't you? You just have to take the 2 guards out from the front as well, so that'll
I
make that
mean,
kill.
there's a cabinet or closet in there regardless, so you would have time to box him anyway with a loud kill. And we do see a rip here from Pigiero while trying to get the tattoo artist disguise, and a rip from Mikulus, so all even here.
Yeah, I was
Bit
gonna
of a
say,
rocky start.
synchronized, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's always good.
No, but like
And yeah.
when looking at this Mando, I would say you could make good arguments for both approaches here, both starting locations, as long as you go
Yeah, for
to
sure.
Andrea before Jorge, because the ladder opener, as you mentioned.
Yeah, it's right there. It's very, very easy to grab. It's yeah, just on her desk upstairs. There's only really one person who will ever really spot you going through there, maybe 2, and even that is very unlikely. And Mikulus just looks like he's missing this this isolation as well, which is
Is P Power.
strange. He's not quite getting the timing right, I don't think.
Tattoo artist.
He does
He's
manage to
managed to
get
get him,
Rico in there though. And yeah, Pigiero is in the tattoo artist disguise. He's 1 minute in, which is just a bit of an awkward timing, because he will miss her upstairs and he will have to wait a little for her to get to the conference room. But he could kill that time by retrieving the ladder opener already, of course.
Yeah, I think the conference room's probably the way to go here. I mean, the fiber wire kill is obviously worth noting as well. By far, you'd have to say the easiest live kill, because you don't really need that prompt as much. You know, like with an injected poison, you do seem to be able to use that garrot prompt a little bit easier, or
Yeah.
at least in my experience anyway. And yeah, Pidgey's just going to wait for the conference room, so he's going to bring a street guard over in the meantime. Actually, got a bit of whoosh there. I don't know what he was going for. I think he distracted him into the bush. There you go. That's a nice quick hide, I suppose.
Yeah, and a quick disguise change. So he's gonna grab the ladder opener here real quick before Andrea reaches the conference room.
Yeah,
So
can
yeah,
take the
good
cams
setup
down as well.
there for Pigiero.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be careful with getting those cams. I don't think he's got a pistol.
How did he get away with that? That looks
Yeah,
so
that
sketchy.
that guy needs to go get his eyes tested immediately.
That looks so
And,
sketchy. But he did
yeah,
it with
that was,
such confidence as well, so he must have done that before, right?
Yeah, I've seen a few players go for it, but never quite that bold. They normally, have him facing the wall at least, rather than.
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally like just basically staring directly at him, but
Check it out.
who cares, right? I mean, it worked, so.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It definitely wasn't his first rodeo there doing that. You wouldn't do that in a match that with that confidence. And nice good distractions there as well. First a crowbar throw to get what's her face out of the way, and then a little coin throw for Andrea to turn her around KO, and that's the fiber wire kill.
Solves the GRB scare, I suppose. Yeah, he did that really nice. Got to be careful of the peeping guy here. No, he's not even going to bother with the street guard disguise. He's realised it is useless.
Yeah,
No,
but
he's
then
going to
again,
swap back again. Actually,
yeah.
he's just going to go through the main door. Yeah.
And we do have Mikulus here using a medic mine on the tattoo artist, but he does have awkward timing here now for Andrea. He won't catch her. She will be outside, so now he has to make a decision. Is he gonna do a little bit of waiting for her to return,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
come
he
back
could
at a later
obviously,
point?
yeah, he could just go and get the letter opener and head over to the fields. That is always an option. But yeah, I'm looking at, I mean, we're sort of pretty much the same time for both of these guys currently. I mean, Pidgey looks like he has the better strat as of right now. He's gonna
Yeah.
catch the good frog, which is highly important.
Definitely. What the faster or better strat doesn't always win, of course. If Pigiero does run into a late rip, then it doesn't mean much anymore. So he has to stay focused here.
Yeah, and it looks like he's gonna grab a construction worker from the actual construction site. We know he's got the letter opener, so I'm guessing we'll see him start the hippo law whilst he's on his way over this way. He's,
Yeah, Pigiero is it just taking one by one the target wise, whereas mikulers is mixing and matching a lot more, which can be very beneficial, but it can also just delay you way much. It depends on the spin and on the map and on the
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah, I think Mikulers is just waiting for everything to calm down here in Andrea's little mansiony area, and he's going to grab the letter opener. She should be heading back. Yeah, we can see she's on her way now.
Yeah,
Could
she will
actually
be back at
be,
like 6 minutes.
Yeah, he might actually just go for the peekaboo instead, rather than waiting for it in that conference room.
Yeah, definitely. That also saves him to do a knockout.
Yeah, and Pidgey. So the hippo whisperer for Pidgey has he's gone walkabout, so he's going to have to be careful.
Yeah,
I think he's on the stairs actually.
This is a bit sketchy for Pigiero here. Does wow.
Yeah,
Does
that
pull
was,
it off perfectly. Stayed calm there. Knocks them
Yeah, I was
both
gonna
out.
say that
Still
was,
green guns.
I'm
Nice
sure he had
composure.
a little panic there. I know I would have. It's
Yeah.
always sketchy with the thrown KO noises.
Yeah, but very nice composure here, and we will see a meaty bone throw feeding the hippo. And in the meantime, before Rico gets there, he could take care of Jorge already, and this is looking really good so far.
Yeah, well, as you said, we know as I said, even we know he's got the letter opener in hand, and as you said earlier, the Cokefield guard is right there. So
Yeah, and we do see
Definitely has
mikulers
time
with
to do this.
Andrea kill as well. So both players have the same target killed. And mikulers does have Rico set up already, so he
Yeah.
could potentially catch up here a little bit.
yeah, and the construction worker is not a difficult disguise to grab at all. We'll be able to grab that from, as I said, I think there's at least 2 or 3 just around the village that you can distract into fairly safe locations.
Yeah,
He's actually going to grab a street guard as well, by the look of it.
yeah, that's an interesting choice because you don't really need it anymore. Although I guess for entering the construction area, it makes sense if you want to get your disguise from there.
Yeah, and I can see Pidgey has got a seeker in hand as well, so he'll just be waiting for Jorge to leave the little drug cabin thing.
Yeah, does have to be
And,
aware of his surroundings though, and
yeah,
does have
where
to
is
not
that's
miss.
going to send him to the bad bathroom, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, but he could seeker someone else first, make him go to that bathroom, and he is gonna do that by the looks of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll should let him. That'll mean there's only one of the other guards who follow Jorge, which we know he can use to actually get the kill done.
Yeah. And does use the second seeker on Jorge, does it, which will mean that Jorge will go to the other one.
Yeah, well, he needs to be careful if he's going to knock this guy out. He doesn't want to knock him out too soon, because then Jorge might change. He needs to just wait until he's sort of far enough over that he will definitely stick
I
with
mean,
the
you
other
could
bathroom.
argue why knock him out at all? Why not just the other guard that's following Jorge?
Yeah. That's definitely what I'd go for, because this bathroom over here is just really bad. Super sketchy, but he's just going to drag him and leave him in these bushes. At least they're relatively close, so that's at least that problem solved, and that kill is pretty free now.
Yeah, but yeah, mikulers is also entering the Cokefields at the moment, has the ladder opener here. And for him, Jorge is in a position where he can just seeker him, and he will go towards the good bathroom, quote
Yeah,
unquote
that's
bathroom.
kill done for Pidgey there. And the guard obviously walks away. He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Rico still up in the mansion, but he will go to the Hippo lore once he comes down again. It's just a little bit of waiting time.
Yeah, and that loud sniper kill, it's not soundproof down there, of course, but you can probably shoot him and dump him into Miho's pond quick enough. You might even be able to shoot him over the barrier to auto hide him. And yeah, I mean, he might. I don't know which escape he'll go for. Obviously, he could grab the car keys, but he will have to be careful of these guards here. But he's got options for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And actually decides to change into the Hippo Whisperer disguise. Wants to manually escort Rico here. He will come by himself.
Yeah, Mikulers has managed to split these Coca-Field guards who follow Jorge. He did knock Jorge out, actually. He'll now get this kill done. So yeah, 2 apiece with the same kill left. And as you said, Mikulers has Rico isolated, so
Yeah.
he just needs his construction worker, and he'll be looking very good indeed.
Mikulers
He
playing
will
it
be- he
extra
will be able
safe
to
here though,
use-
boxing up the guard, boxing up Jorge. It's all those,
Yeah,
all
I
those
mean, if
little.
Mikulers is able
It's
to
just
get
time
a,
consuming, you know. Of course, he's playing really well, and he's not aware of. Oh no no
oh
no!
my God, Pidgey,
Pigiero.
no!
Too impatient.
But is it just Rico? No one else seems to care.
Animal has emerged from the enclosure.
Oh, he's gonna carry on.
Could he save this?
Hippo I've ever been around.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be agonizing if he does all this escort and then after all that keeps red guns. My understanding of the game is that you would keep those red guns if he like spoke and shouted that out. But I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
but
that
there
with
are no
any
exclamation
kind of
marks
certainty.
on other guards. No, nothing. He should
Yeah,
he
yeah.
should get green guns back when he kills Rico here. But that was a scary, scary, sketchy moment from Pigiero there, though.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Pidgey still finds this very scary until he sees those green guns back. I'm sure he's
Of course, but you're also not going to
Living in
restart 11 minutes in if you're not sure, when you still think you
Yeah,
can save it.
exactly.
And it should still be green guns when you kill him. We'll see. Because I don't think he had any eyes on guards on him there. I'm not entirely sure. This is scary.
yeah. This walk for Pidgey must be feeling like an absolute lifetime.
Rico, out for a walk, see?
Moment of truth very, very soon. And look at Mikulers taking, again, like the long way around, going back to the village. And he's gonna go for a construction worker right here, which is a bit tricky right in the open.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this one. Of all the construction workers that were around, he's probably one of the scarier ones.
Yeah.
And Pidgey may as well just knock Rico out and drag him over here. I don't think he's not going to listen to that throne distraction at all. I think he might be worried about the guards in that cave over there.
Yeah. He wants to do. Nah, he's gonna just go on. I was gonna say he's gonna coin lure him all the way over to the box, but no. He's just gonna drag him over there. Now I do hope that he remembers to change disguise in the heat of the moment. Does get the loud sniper out, and yeah, moment of truth here, Mendo in chat. Will he get his green
Yeah,
guns
I
back?
think so. Assuming he remembers to change, which he
Didn't!
Ooh, no,
No,
Pidgey.
he forgot it. He did have green guns back, but that's the wrong disguise.
Excellent work, 47. Now
Hey, you can inform him. That's
Yeah.
PG. And I even said so in the heat of the moment. It's so understandable. We've seen multiple players, even in this tournament already, have it, like mixing up disguises or kill methods. Oh, and right at the end. But he did have green guns back. He could take that away from it. But oi, PG.
Oh no. Oh, he literally looked at the disguise.
Oh, but look
as
at
well.
Nicholas here as well. Look at this infiltration. Come on, this is not. Just play it safe, Nicholas here.
Oh, this is wild. Yeah, Mikulers just needs to glue himself to that little concrete post and just wait for everyone to leave.
Yeah.
And I can see Pidgey's acknowledged the message, and yeah, just having a pretty sad restart. I think he
Yeah.
looked at. I think
He,
just from how he's
he
moving
did
his
have the
mouth, he
slightly
looks
quicker
deflated.
strat here, Mendo. But yeah.
Yeah, and Mikulers hasn't actually soundproofed the garage, so I mean it's really still not over. But
No,
I
but
think
if
he's
he
just
has
going
the
to go for a
keys, he has
shoot
to
and
make
escape.
sure he has the keys. He could just drag him. He doesn't even need to box him. Just shoot and you could finish. The car is right there. Just needs to make sure he has the keys. He didn't even check, so he must be confident here. Green guns, takes the shot. Do you have the keys? He has the
Yeah,
keys.
all good.
Because we've seen that in the past as well, Mendo, in previous tournaments, where players did the Rico kill last as well, and they forgot to pick up the key, and then they ripped. Whoa. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game this was. What a map. This was highly entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, that was so scary as well for Mikulers right at the end there. Like, I just had that feeling that anything could have happened there. You never can quite sort
It
of
was-
feel that feeling.
It was cool to see that Pigiero got green guns back there, though. So it was only Rico indeed. So it was a good call of him to continue there. But yes, sadly, I think also that threw him off, that whole ordeal. And that's why he probably, in the heat of the moment, forgot to change disguises back. Because it must have been going through his head, right? Am I still green when I kill him? Yes or no? And he was like so focused on that he forgot the disguise change, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's super unfortunate. I'm sure we'll see some displeasure in the Discord if we haven't already.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that does equalize the scores. Predictions are paid out. New predictions are up. And we're traveling to Marrakesh.
Which performance stats would indicate favours Pigiero here.
Yeah. I mean,
By,
he does have a positive balance here. On the other hand, you could argue like Mikulers has twice the experience there by having played 6 times compared to 3.
Yeah, I was going to say it. I suppose we have this discussion pretty much every time we cast. Yeah, does experience outweigh win rate?
I mean, we have to fill in the dead time between the the maps, right? We have got to have something to talk about.
Yeah, I was going to say it. Yeah, I think this might be one where the win rate might be. I think I actually picked Marrakesh against Mikulers, so one of those performance losses will be against me because I think I actually won Marrakesh. But I'm just having a quick look at the other times he's been here as well.
Yeah.
He lost against David Red Sox, which again is nothing to be scoffed at. He lost again to Johnny, who also beat him on Sapienza, which again is nothing to be ashamed of. So I mean, again, he's getting these losses on these maps, but it's got to be said they're not exactly anything to be annoyed about. One of them's against you as well, actually, Fro. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's definitely.
And
mean,
I also remember losing against Pigiero on Marrakesh by getting a GRB on Klaus on the consulate stairs with an injected poison. I remember that very well. That's actually the current GRB in the Discord server, if I'm not mistaken.
Classic. Good memories. Not for you, anyway.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so
Memories.
his one win comes against Papier Fresse in the RRWC 2021.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, Papier is in the semi-finals now, I believe. So it's
Yeah.
I mean, a very good win to take, and yeah, I'm sure he'll be.
But yeah,
I
it
mean,
does.
he might be a little bit worried about Marrakesh, but yeah.
Yeah, but it does mean we get to see at least 2 more maps. So that's good for the viewers at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just trying to keep up my streak of 6-4 commentary.
Yeah, we'll see. First Marrakesh though in a little over a minute. Also, Chris's record still standing strong.
Yeah, I think, well, it's managed to survive Roulette Rivals 7 and the sort of majority of Roulette Rivals 8 now. There's obviously not as many games left, and to be honest, it is going to be a very tough record to beat 438 on Marrakesh. You can spend way longer than that just running around this map without doing any of the kills, so
Yeah.
that shows just how good that stat actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, I mean, Pidgey showing off. I assume the strat that probably allowed that 438 actually the double seeker, which seems to be now the common favorite if you don't have like a suit requirement. I've seen a lot of people start to do that now.
Yeah, it's definitely a very solid strat. Yeah, Marrakesh is a nice map for roulette. You got several viable options besides the standard 230 Klaus. But yeah, we're only a few seconds away. Let's switch it up again, and I'll take this one, Mendo.
Duel starts in 10 seconds.
So,
9,
the race has it done. Battle Axe
7,
as the consulate
6,
security.
5,
Klaus Hugo Strandberg, Fiberwire as the local printing crew.
1. Eliminate the target.
So again, we see a live kill, and we see a battle axe. This time it is for race, however. So it just makes sense to go for the one that's nearest there, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, you could grab either because obviously the consulate security is generally a pretty poor disguise, but it would still allow you to at least run with the battle axe in hand across the Marrakesh markets. That is an option as just to save you, but you know it might just be as easy given that you need to infiltrate the school anyway. You could just head up by the headmaster, grab his key, and as you said, grab that battle axe from up there. Because strangely, that battle axe that's up there, you can carry that down the pipe as well. So,
and we're seeing a suit start here. Well, we see, from both levels see suit start, but at differing starting points though. Pigiero is actually starting on the roof. Mikulers just going for the main one. Now you can get the local printing crew and still make the first cycle of Klaus, which looks like Mikulers is going for. And we see 2 quick restarts in succession for Pigiero here while starting on the roof. Not entirely sure what his plan is just yet.
yeah, Mikula's quick local print crew disguise, and I think he should probably be able to make the two sort of 2:30-ish timing on Klaus here by the look of it. I think you and I have actually had this conversation before. As long as you're generally around the one. Actually, you might be a little bit late. Actually, it's normally about. Is it about 120 you want to be over?
Nah, like you could push it to 140 when jumping the wall here, and you can still comfortably fix it. So with 130 here for Mikulers jumping over the wall, he should have enough time. He might have to, well, probably has to deal with like knocking out the consulate and luring Klaus in there at the same time, but it's still very doable.
That's pretty easy as well, of course, because as long as you take the guard out first without being spotted, because it won't matter if Klaus sees you, because you will be ringing a fiber wire around his neck.
Yeah.
To clear those green guns. You don't want him to panic too much, obviously. I mean, perfectly logical. You don't want him to run away. You need to get that fiber wire kill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at this timing for Mikulers and Pigiero. Roughly the same timing, 5 seconds earlier there in-game time. So neither of these players should have any issues with this.
Let's see if they can. Not going to go for the. He's not going to go for the sort of lure here, though. He's going to actually wait for the.
Yeah, and that's not the way to go here because he doesn't have that much time.
I think he should still be okay because he might just let Klaus see the body.
Yeah, he still
He
has.
will panic and run in, but he will then have to deal with a panicked Klaus. But he should be okay.
Yeah, but it is a live kill with the fiber wire, of course. So you could get some weird ragdolling here.
No, but
no.
he left the briefcase down, which brought him in the room, and then he saw the body, and then that actually turned it around really nicely for
Yeah, very well done.
Mikulers.
And that is the Klaus kill done for Mikulers. And
Yeah,
the
and
disguise
Pidgey has-
here, of course, as well. And Pigiero is gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, Pidgey managed to do what we said there. He was actually able to do it, not the right way. Obviously, there's no right way. It worked for Mikulers, so that is as good as right. But the normal way, I would say, where you do the distraction still.
Exactly, and he gets the kill as well. I did like that quick little switch to red guns, because Klaus was seeing the body while he was getting strangled. And then back to green guns when he was dead. And yeah, now it's Enforcer dodge time for both of these players here. Because you don't want to be in this disguise while traversing the whole market. It's actually quite terrible.
This is another Marrakesh spin that you could... I mean, this might go one of two ways. This might depend on which battle axe they pick, but it might also just depend on whether or not they get the truck keys, which we've seen a couple of times. It's sort of come down to who gets those keys.
And judging by the routing, it does seem that Mikulers is going for the one that's near the headmaster.
Yeah,
but yeah, look at that. He is running into an Enforcer there, which is awkward. So while he was ahead at first, Pigiero has taken the lead here actually, because Mikulers decided to completely turn around to dodge that Enforcer there.
Yeah, and this is what I mean. So Pidgey's gone for the other battle axe, and of course you can legally carry that no problem. So yeah, advantage Pidgey, you'd have to say.
Yeah, at this point, definitely. Mikulers lost some precious time there, a good 20 seconds, because he had a small lead here. And look, there's another Enforcer on his way. And Pigiero is also gonna, he's gonna take the quicker way though, quote unquote quicker, as in he's not gonna do all the climbing here that Mikulers is planning on doing.
Yeah, and a nice distraction from Pidgey just to turn that guy around.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's got an explosive, so I'm guessing he's just gonna cause some trank panic by the look of it.
Yeah. But you also do have the market guy right behind you, Pigiero. You might wanna.
I don't know what's gonna.
And you do have also, we've seen this a couple of times before in this tournament now. If you run through, you can still get like this quote-unquote hostile glitch. I'm not sure how to describe it.
Yeah, but he's managed to get away with it.
Well, we're not sure yet, because we have seen people rip as soon as like they get to this door.
Yeah, well, you get compromised as you do like your next illegal action, or is what it feels like anyway. I see it. Yeah, I know Buff had this the other day when he knocked this guy out.
Yeah. Still green guns though. So this is
definitely
definitely looking good, and now it's a solid lead. So yeah, now there's two factors: the Reza cycle, and whether or not the players are going for the key here. But definitely a strong lead for Pigiero here. Very well played so far. He has some issues throwing up the X there.
And Pidgey's been stopped by this guy's awful pathing, so it's more delay for him.
And Mikulers is catching up, although Mikulers has to wait for this guard right here.
Yeah, Pidgey with another nice coin throw actually to buy him a bit of time.
Yeah, still a solid lead here for Pigiero, but yeah, Reza does seem to be very nearby for Pigiero. Look at this. This is ideal Reza positioning here for Pigiero.
Yeah, I still think this is going to come down to the truck keys and whether or not they go for them. And Pidgey needs to push his body up again. Oh, we saw this. I think Doka had this problem the other day.
Yeah, ooh, and he almost got a full whoosh here. He needs the corner subdue here. Corner
just about managed it, yeah.
Oh, but No alarm is going off. As
Oh
I
my
kind
god,
noticed.
Pidgey.
Ooh, sketchy again. PT has had some sketchy moments already in this matchup.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna go for the keys. Oh, maybe he is actually. No, he's gonna just climb around the outside actually.
Yeah.
So he's looking like he is gonna go for the keys. Mikulers, I think, probably will as well because I know he has. He's still got a couple of trunks in his inventory, I believe, which
Yeah, but
should make grabbing
look at
that.
also at the in-game time. Like he's like a minute deeper in, and look at that cycle for Reza. It's
Yeah,
does
no,
not
this
favor him. This is Pigero's match. Pigiero also has a couple of restarts at the beginning. So
yeah,
even
it's
if this
looking very
does
good.
become photo finish, Mando, nah, it's gonna be too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let it play out again, but you know, just to be a good admin anyway. But yeah, as you say, it's not gonna be happening, unfortunately. And yeah, Mikula's just not. Razor doesn't even look to have be sort of biting for him. I think he's actually just headed down to see the prisoner.
Yeah,
So
that's it's just the worst timing for Mikulus.
yeah, that's Pidgey taking that map now. Just about hit the photo finish window, or very near to anyway. And yeah, no chance that anything is going to be recovered there from Mikula's just due to where the pathing was. And yeah,
Score.
Yeah, that
that's
is
match point.
yeah, again for the second time this matchup, Pigiero taking the lead there. Very well done. And Miami is next. Predictions are paid out. I will set up the new one. Some nice maps for these players, I gotta say.
Yeah, I was going to say we've had a pretty good selection of the maps. Again, I'm not going to leak the next two should they be needed. You can check the matchups channel, of course, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, pretty good selection of maps, even what we've seen so far. Sapienza, SF, Marrakesh, now Miami. Very nice indeed. And look at the stats for both of these guys as well. They're
Yeah.
super cracked on Miami, both with, well, as you always say, above 50%, which, I mean, Pidgey very, very nicely above 50%.
Yeah, 8 out of 11 wins. He did manage to have a draw somehow on Miami. I'm not sure if that was due to a photo finish or an actual time expire. But yeah, still 8 out of 11. That's just great. That's just a superb score here. And on the other side, Mikulers played it well 10 times. So one less match experience on Miami. Won it 6 times. So 60% win rate there.
Yeah, according to the stats, this is Pidgey's best map, 77% win rate. His one tie came against Speedster in the RRWC, the first one, 2020, against Speedster. But I can't see whether or not that was a photo finish tie or an actual tie.
Photo finish got implemented after the first World Championship.
Well, there you go. So that was a time tie in that case on Miami.
Yeah, that was a tie. But yeah, regardless, both players have played Miami 10 times already at a minimum. So they both must feel really comfortable at this one. So yeah, I'm expecting again fireworks and a very close game.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm looking forward to Miami. It's just, I think it's a good, well, it's a map that can provide awkward stuff even on what looks like an easy condition. I would say
Yeah.
the kills never look too bad because obviously the isolations are pretty easy and they're done at you don't have to play to the clock. You can do those isolations at pretty much any point. Within reason, of course, but generally you are the one to end the race and you are the one to, shoot the laptop or modify the car to bring Robert down. So
Yeah.
it's a map that allows a lot
Or
of
open the
freedom.
food stall outside. For the
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much all the isolations are controlled by the player. So yeah, it's a good map.
Yeah, and it's
Definitely
a mirrored map, right? With also exits nearby. near both targets where the usual isolations take place. So it's always interesting.
Yeah. And say it's helipad versus medic basically, or ambulance, I guess is how you should word that. But yeah,
And
good map.
also a factor though, like Miami is still the map with the most amount of disguises, 30 actually, including the suit. So that does take quite a bit of map knowledge as well, knowing where each one is and how to obtain them. Because some of them can be quite tricky, especially if you're talking about some of the drivers. It's very easy to mix them up like where they are. And some of them can be quite tricky to obtain if you don't know how. And you got other examples as well, like the Sheik, that can be tricky depending on your approach. Street Musician. So it can throw quite a curveball in terms of disguises. Skills in lesser extent, I would say, because of what you mentioned, Mando, with the player isolations not being timing dependent. But the disguises can definitely, trip the players up potentially.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, it's just a really good map, isn't it? I mean, I just look at every time Miami comes up and I cast it, I just look at that map record, still unbroken from Roulette Rivals 3, which just shows,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to take something. But I'll take this spin if that's all right.
Yep, go for it.
We have Sierra Knox, Screwdriver as the Blue Seed driver. We've got Bobby Knox, Loud Explosive as the Coon Mechanic. Now this actually could be quick, I would say. Not quite world record pace, but the Screwdriver is in the garage with Sierra. Blue Seed just on the corner, and you can start as the Coon Mechanic, of course.
Yeah, I was also thinking the other way around. Like with a trap kill or like a remote kill for Robert, you could always opt to start as the Kronstadt engineer for a very quick isolation, and then just traverse to the other side of the map and just detonate on exit there. So, but yeah, it does look Pigiero very quick, starting as the waiter. Looks like mikulers is contemplating to do the same thing here.
Yeah, I think both very viable here, but yeah, I think you're right there. As Kobe said, Coon Mechanic, you can start at it, but there is also the free one in the locker room, which would make this potentially very easy to do as an exit kill. And as you said, the medic is right there. I don't know if you'd want to use the medic exit, because obviously you would have to detonate a Loud Explosive, change disguise and exit, but it's definitely possible. Might just need some disguise shuffling, but yeah, definitely would have been an option. Not an option that these guys feel comfortable with. Pidgey obviously knows he's on match point. Mikulers knows Pidgey's on match point, so he's not going to want to take any extraordinary risks. Obviously, a single rip could be the defining moment.
True. And also an interesting difference here that I've noticed. Pigiero, like every single map, he's like so quick with loading in. He just takes a small lead every time already by simply like starting 30 seconds earlier than his opponent.
Yeah, I was going to say, he always, as you said, he just pre-plans with confidence. It just has a very good ability to read what the spin is quickly, realize what he needs to bring in.
Yeah.
Which, technically speaking, you don't actually need to bring anything in here. There is a car bomb on the map that you can use for the Loud Explosive. But generally, that's going to be something you bring in. So as soon as he
and that's part of the skill set as well, right, Mando? Like being able to quickly sort out your loadout and just head into the map.
Oh yeah, 100%. It plays a bigger part than anyone realizes, and I'll be honest, I've learned that especially since becoming one of the roulette admin guys. When you're actually looking at all the photo finish timings and stuff like that, that little press to done X amount quicker is super critical, and yeah, that ability to load, not even load quickly in terms of your physical loading time, but your mental load time, basically, to realize what you need and things like that. Yeah, it's very critical.
And yeah, we do see it there. Like both players are in the blue seat driver disguise, so both players knew how to obtain this one. as you could expect from both players, having played Miami 10 times or more. But yeah, you do see this small lead here. Like mikulers is not far behind. Like in-game time only 30 seconds, and it shows also in their progress so far. But those 30 seconds just could be so huge here. That's almost
Yeah,
like
I mean-
outside of photo finish limit already, you know?
Yeah, I think we've pretty much seen like genuinely identical gameplay up until this point as well, including the path they've chosen to take.
Yeah.
So yeah, this could well come down to the pre-planning time or lack thereof, as it were, for Pidgey getting in nice and quick. I mean, he's already done with the unskippable cutscene.
Yeah, it's just a 30-second lead, exactly. Other than that, as you said, Mando, it's just mirrored gameplay here.
Yeah, I mean, and that again, it might just simply come down to that here, because Pidgey, he of course won't know this, but he ultimately just has to make no mistakes, which is easier said than done, as always. But because of that preload time, his mental preload time anyway, that might well just win in the match, assuming he carries on as he is. Not
Yeah.
even going to bother hiding that body, not bothered at all.
Exactly, it does get a little bit whoosh here. Does decide to go back into
Yeah.
the. He is losing a little bit of time here, potentially like 10 seconds or so that mikulers could make up here.
Yeah, so he just wants that free Kawoon disguise from down here. And he realised that the easiest way to go about that would be to go back from where he came. Probably would have been easier just to exit and get on that little red carpet bit, to be honest, rather than go back through the garage itself. But in the moment, I'm sure it made complete sense. And he's now in the right disguise and just has to do the isolation of Bobby Knox,
Yeah, and
which again is
yeah, and mikulers again just following behind like 30 seconds here. Does make up a few seconds here by not having to wait in the garage, but it doesn't look like he's going for the same Kawoon mechanic outfit here.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure where he's heading, but he's turning back around. I'm wondering if he's just realised that, that is the disguise he needs. He's literally heading back.
Yeah.
So he did save a few seconds, but then has ended up losing a few more. And he is going to have those guys who stand downstairs in the locker room to contend with now.
Yeah, exactly. This from potentially making up a couple of seconds, he's actually adding more to his being behind there. And this is
Pidgey's
looking
already got
very
the
solid
laptop.
for Pigiero. Yeah, shut the laptop, climbs the window, goes up here. Even calmers the guard inside there.
Misses his pistol shot on the evidence, which is just a little bit funny, to be honest.
Well, that's just what I would expect from PG, to be honest. Not known for his aim. Just kidding, of course. Yeah, but this is... I don't see Pigiero messing this up anymore, to be honest. Like,
Assuming he changes disguise. He needs to make sure he changes disguise,
You just had
of course.
to say that, didn't you?
Well, you jinxed him by saying it last time, so I thought I may as well jinx it this time.
Yeah, but I was genuinely
And,
worried for the guy. You're just actively trying to jinx him.
I just want to keep up my 6-4 streak. That's all
Don't
it
be
is.
selfish, don't be selfish. Come on, PG, just change disguise here. Not twice in one match.
Yeah, there we go. Nice and safe. And he'll have this exit kill. He's even going to do it already, and he's going to shotgun his way out.
Yeah.
Misses the shot. Oh my god, Pidgey.
Yeah, again, typical PG. I would not expect anything less from him. Great player, great routing, great planning, but terrible shot. What amazing player he really is, as he showcased in this match, and he does take the victory here. Yeah, mikulers just never really recovered from that 30-second lead that Pigiero had. Even it got even slightly worse, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna guess, outside photo finish, and if not, there's no way the loading times on PC is going to make any difference here. So this just should be a GG for Pigiero and a 6-2 victory here.
Yeah, I was going to say I just let the full 47 seconds play out, but yeah, there we go. That's confirmation.
Yeah,
And yeah,
exactly.
really good performance from Pidgey. Just
Victory.
especially on Marrakesh and Miami, like just completely flawless, quick load in.
I mean,
and just,
to be honest,
unstoppable after that.
just very impressive from Pigiero on all the maps. Santa Fortuna as well. His strat was on point, except for that tiny little detail of the disguise change, you know. But on the other side, man, though, I gotta say as well, the same could be said for Mikulers here. He played great. He barely had any rips. Just a few slowdowns here and there compared to what Pigiero was doing. But other than that, I don't really remember any rip from Mikulers that was a couple of minutes into a map. Only like a couple of early rips, but other than that, like flawless performance from Mikulers as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
For
not
sure.
quick enough, sadly.
No, as you said, that just came down to just how absurdly quick Pidgey is at getting in the maps and
Yeah, and
And-
that's
and just
that's a
powering
very
ahead, yeah.
important skill set, as we talked about. And Pigiero is actually one of the fastest players that I know about in that regard. Like with how quick he's there, like loading into a map. It's insane. But yeah, that
Yeah,
does.
that's-
If we look at the brackets here, that does mean we have to say goodbye to Mikulers, unfortunately. But at this stage at the tournament, it's no shame to drop out. He made it very, very far, loser bracket round 5. So that's amazing. I mean, just look at it. That puts him on the same ranking as a player like David Rexox, for example. Just goes to show what an achievement it is. So big GG to Mikulers there. And Pigiero, still in it to win it, moves on to loser bracket round 6, where he will face Zerun, which is also a name that has been improving very, very much. Had a great run previous tournament, and again, still in it, loser bracket round 6 here. So that should
yeah,
be
he ran
amazing.
into a really tough opponent in me. And
Wow.
just had to. No, I'm kidding. He still played exceptionally well against me, and yeah, that'll be a great game, Zerun versus Pidgey, and yeah, something to look forward to for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And that match will be scheduled very soon and will be played tomorrow already, if I'm not mistaken, because the admin ensured that these players did a little pre-scheduling already, just to make sure that the brackets will finish in time by the end of the week. And yeah, then Danny Buta is waiting for the winner of Pigiero versus Zerun. At the other side of the loser bracket, we see Blight versus Moo, which has just started 4 minutes ago. So I am gonna rate Gordy in just a few moments. Any parting words here, Mendo, about this match?
Honestly, pretty much what we've already said. Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't say a negative thing at all about either of these guys today. It sucks for Mikulers, but basically that's pretty much all it boils down to. He just couldn't quite handle the sheer planning power of Pidgey. But yeah, both guys like genuinely flawless. Other than the disguise from Pidgey, everything was pretty much spot on. And
Yeah,
yeah, it showed today, and it was a great spectacle for us to watch.
Exactly. Mendo, I want to thank you very much for co-casting and for match adminning. Great job
Yeah,
as always. Was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had to